Yonatan Netanyahu. Yonatan saved many lives from, I think it was, from terrorists from Oman, I believe it was. And he was the only one who actually got fatally wounded and died on the airplane trip back to Israel. The Jewish value of saving a life. He saved about 100 innocent lives during the raid. And during all this, Yonatan was shot in a fatal area and died, as I said. And the value of saving a life is very important, because if you have a chance to save someone's life and don't take it, you will feel horrible. And another thing is, somewhere in the world, that person who had died as someone who cares about them.
Hello, I'm Beatrix Zasov, and I'm doing Albert Einstein. His mitzvah was tzedakah. His personal history and background. Einstein was a theoretical psychologist who came up with the theory of reality. Einstein was known in the Jewish community for making generous donations to Israel. After his generous years, he escaped Europe and just in the nick of time to avoid the Holocaust. Einstein is mainly known for the theory of reality and the notorious equation equals mc squared. Because of his scientific discoveries, the world is how it is today. Einstein's importance. Einstein gave lots of money to Israel, which showed a connection to his religion, and he made many science feats such as making nuclear energy and most likely making space travel possible. What Jewish values are represented? The Jewish value that is seen throughout Einstein's life is the mitzvah of tzedakah. Most of the time when you hear Einstein, you think of equals mc squared, but he was so much more than his smart. He went around the USA and spread Zionist ideas to create Israel and how it is today. Why is the value of tzedakah important? Tzedakah is important because we need to give to the people in need. Tzedakah is the responsibility of the Jewish people to help the poor and Israel. It is very important that we know about kindness and helping other people. Thank you. I'm Jenna Bard.
I'm Leah Domper.
Jewish values, Zionism, Golda Meir. Background and history. Golda Meir was born in Russia in 1898. There was a lot of anti-Semitism, so her family and her left when she was only 8 years old. They immigrated to America and was in search for a good life.
Zionism. Golda Meir fought for Zionism, which led to creating a home in the state of Israel. How she influenced people. She became a prime minister of Israel in March 1973. She wanted the people of Israel to have a home where everyone was accepted, no matter who they were. This inspired a lot of people since she was so accepting. She had passion for trying to stop anti-Semitism, and she fought until the end.
Her traits: bravery, accepting, passionate, courage, and caring.
I'm Brooke Waller, and my person is Sandy Koufax. Why did Sandy Koufax do what he did? Sandy Koufax skipped the World Series to go to Yom Kippur services. He then came back to finish and win the World Series. He did this to commit to his religion and not to his job. He committed to his religion over something important. Sandy Koufax's history and background. Growing up, he couldn't throw a pitch. His career ended when he got fragmentic arthritis in his elbow. He originally had a basketball scholarship. Sandy Koufax's achievements. He was the youngest player ever to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Sandy won 3 Cy Youngs in 4 years, and he was a 6-time champion. Why is Sandy Koufax so important? He was a star pitcher for the Dodgers. He led them to the World Series, and he skipped the World Series for Yom Kippur services.
I'm Sam.
I'm Max.
And our person is Abraham Joshua Heschel.
This is Sam holding some of Abraham's books, and that's Abraham marching with Martin Luther King.
Why is this person important? Abraham Heschel protested with Martin Luther King, and because he wanted equal rights for every person. He protested. He was also one of the first people to protest against the Vietnam War.
Abraham's personal history and background. He was forced to flee from the Nazis when he was a kid in 1940. He became a professor at the Hebrew Union College. He wrote many books.
Some Jewish values that are represented, healing the world. He was also very courageous, and he wanted to spread positivity around the world.
Very nice.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi, I'm Zach.
And our person is Adam Sandler.
Right, let's get started.
Why does this person inspire you? He spreads Judaism. He is a good and funny actor. He supports and donates money to Jewish charities and causes.
Where is Adam Sandler from? He was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1966. He grew up going to Hebrew school and celebrating the Jewish holidays. And his parents and grandparents come from countries in Europe.
Why is this person important? He donated to Jewish charities. He has went on to Saturday Night Live and played songs about the Jewish holidays, such as Hanukkah. He is a fully committed Jewish person.
I am Sam C. and I'm doing Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg's personal history and background was that when Steven Spielberg was a child, he was bullied for being Jewish. He would be ashamed. He would have pennies thrown at him and get called a Jew as an insult. This would make him ashamed of his religion and drive him away until the making of Schindler's List. Importance of Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg is one of the most influential filmmakers in history, making the most grossing film in all of history, Jurassic Park. Spielberg's values and why they're important. Spielberg represents Zikaron, which is remembrance. This is important because it allows us to learn of Jewish history, good and bad. In this case, the bravery of Oskar Schindler during one of the darkest times during Jewish history.